Hey, Tanya.
What's up, John?
I tell you what's up. We're here to give a review on the Norwegian Joy.
Stay tuned, find out more.
So we came back, it seemed like months ago because we've been so busy.
Yeah, we came back and things just started happening.
Yeah,
so.
Off the Norwegian Joy. And we're going to do a review on how we liked it.
What we thought of it, the pros, the cons.
Yep, and the whole nitty gritty.
And the excursions.
So let's get started. Ready?
Alrighty.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so we were given this cruise through Park West Galleries for the amount of art that we've purchased.
Right.
So this was a free cruise for us. We did have to pay for our flight, but we don't need to get into that. But this whole cruise was an experience.
Yeah, it was.
So Park West put us up the first night out of Times Square in New York.
Yep.
In the Westin.
Yes.
At Times Square the night before our cruise.
Yes.
We were served a continental breakfast. You didn't really eat though that
No,
day.
I had that earache, so I wasn't feeling 100%. It wasn't like I was sick. It was just I had.
You had
I don't
you
know.
had the earache from the previous cruise. I think it was underwater.
I think when I went snorkeling and jumped into water in Cozumel, I got water in it. So,
yeah, from the previous cruise.
Yeah.
And then so they did serve it was the continental style breakfast type thing where you went and got your own food. And then we boarded the buses and.
Can I take 2 steps back?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So when we got to the hotel, we were on the 42nd floor.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So we had a great view, and we didn't see. We flew from Galveston. We didn't fly from our home state, Michigan.
Yeah, because
out
we were
Detroit.
just coming off the Jubilee,
Yes.
Carnival Jubilee.
So we were a little hungry, so we got a pizza.
Oh yeah.
And let me tell you something. We just got a pepperoni large pizza. That's it.
Well, speak for you, because if I think I know what you're going to say, I didn't care for the pizza.
No, I'm telling you, it was an average pizza.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like I'm not going to I'm not going to name the place because I don't want to put them down because people might like them.
The people in the hotel we were at did rave about this place.
Right. They said this is the best New York style pizza. Okay. It was average pizza. And
pizza in Michigan to you New Yorkers is way better than the pizza in New York.
Well, I don't want to get into a pizza war yet.
No, I'm just saying because I've had pizza years ago with my brother from New York and everything else, and I don't like the New York pizza.
But one pizza pie with one topping, $55.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Well, you're in New York, so.
Yeah, so it was a little pricey.
And they delivered it on a bike.
Yeah, well, they have to. It's so crowded down there. My anxiety level was going up when we just went around the corner to Target.
We just needed to pick up a few things. So
let's continue on.
Let's move on. So we did they did bus ride us to the terminal.
Yes.
It was the Manhattan cruise terminal.
Yes.
And then
so going through Embarkation, they had the group off to the side. So we weren't really with the general public with the cruise people.
Yeah,
they had a special.
They pulled us aside.
Yeah, they had a special area where we did it in processing, the checking, and everything else. So it was very, very smooth. We were on the boat just like that.
We did miss our being able to take pictures to the side because they wouldn't let us do that.
Right,
they
we
had
had
us
to
move. But before we jump into further with it, I want to give a shout out to Robert and Marion.
Yeah.
The couple that we met the very first day getting on the ship.
And I kept on running into them.
Yeah, and then the very end of the cruise, we ran into him again at the airport leaving.
Yeah.
So shout out to you guys if you're watching our channel.
Pleasure meeting you guys.
Yes, yep. Stay in touch for sure.
Yes.
And then the sail away party. Okay, so a little bit. So we missed some of it because, of course, this was a Park West cruise.
Right.
So a lot of Park West took up our time. We missed so many fun activities and different things.
Right.
So in this review, we're going to go over what we did kind of do and what we've heard about or what we know about.
Right.
But a lot of our events were taken up by Park West.
Yes.
So it did rain that day in New York.
Yeah, it was very
So they
dreary.
did have the sail away party inside
Yep.
in the atrium area.
Yep.
I don't like that. It's not as fun. It was cool. It was cool, but it wasn't as hopping as it.
They tried their best.
They
and
did.
I give them an A for effort.
Yep. And the cruise director, he was awesome. He had like these different suits every day and different things.
Yeah.
So it was really cool.
He was cool.
Yeah,
He was cool.
and that was Vincent. His name was Vincent on the Norwegian Joy. And then, let's see, make sure we didn't miss anything.
The first day.
The first day, again, it's a lot of the Park West events. We're going to go quickly through the Park West stuff, but we met the artist Alex Renauer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
His grandpa it's all right. His grandpa was a famous artist. So he's bloodlines in the art. So
yeah, and it was really nice meeting with him and talking. I love his little squirrel antics when
squirrel.
He lost his train of thought a lot, so he did yell out squirrel a lot.
Yeah.
Then he did join us for dinner, our group at our table at Cagney's Steakhouse. What'd you think of Cagney's? Well, we're on the topic of Cagney's.
Wow.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And they do feed you. We
Yeah.
did not even have room for dessert. We didn't eat dessert at all.
So that was an upcharge, but we didn't have to pay for it. We didn't know this, but maybe we misunderstood. Maybe we did know it, but we misunderstood. Park West paid for 7 specialty restaurants, and 4 out of the 7 nights, or 5, something like that, they tell you where to go. So our first night on the cruise ship was Cagney's Steakhouse, and we were trying to get in there. There's no way we could. So it was a nice surprise
when Park West sent us there.
Yes, because we were trying.
We got in anyway.
Yeah, the steak.
Service was great. Crew was great. So.
If you're going on any NCL ship that has Cagney's Steakhouse, book it.
Yep.
Book it.
And if you like the onion soup with the bread in it or the croutons,
I don't like onion soup.
He doesn't like it, but if you like that, they had some really good.
Was it good?
Soup. Yes.
Good.
So let's jump to the shops since I have that here.
Yeah.
The shops on board. I think it was what was it called? The shopping area.
Norwegian cruise shops.
No, you go ahead and talk about it for a minute because I know.
Okay, so what do you want me to talk about? How good they are?
The stores, well, because that was what we did the first day. We did buy the collector's ship.
Yes.
As you can see on our shelves, each cruise we go on, and some we've been on, we don't have the ships for because the ships don't have them. But we do collect.
When we started our YouTube channel, we collecting ships. So there's many ships that. It's not up there because we didn't start YouTube until hey, let's do YouTube. No,
but even was it Legend or Pride didn't have it. They didn't have
That's true.
So we didn't get one from that ship.
Very true.
But,
very true.
So.
The stores are really nice, but some of them are small.
And they're very pricey.
Yeah, they're a little bit more pricier than Norwegian and Carnival. Yeah. Even a little bit more expensive than Disney.
Yeah.
Which I was shocked.
Because did you have some kind of deal? Did they offer a veteran discount or anything like that? I thought they said they did, but you couldn't use both discounts because you had another discount or something.
Yeah, something I don't remember exactly, but yeah, they do.
I think it was some kind of package thing.
They do offer veterans discount, but you got to register. You have to register before the cruise.
Okay.
And I did. So when I got home, I registered.
So let's tell people about that. So if you are a veteran, register that. Prior to your cruise, and
you get 10. I think
it'll show up, and you'll get
a discount.
I think it's 10%.
Yeah, it's 10%. Well, it's off the price of the cruise too.
Yeah.
So if you go on the website NCL and you register as a veteran, it'll say shows price as veteran discount.
Yeah, because they won't do it on the ship for you.
Right.
Not even if you go to guest services.
No, they can't do it.
So. That was pretty much day one.
Yeah,
I mean, we were so tired and exhausted from getting off one cruise.
We didn't get out of the restaurant.
It a very early night.
Yeah, we didn't get out until after 10.
Yeah, but I'm saying we didn't do anything after.
No, we were exhausted.
Yeah, we just enjoyed the conversation with Alex and, went from there. So.
Yeah, we were exhausted.
Yeah. And then, so day 2, again, we did the Park West breakfast in the Manhattan Club. Followed by an art auction event.
Yep.
A lot of art auction events.
Yep.
And on that event, we did bid on a create art piece.
Yep.
I'll attach a photo in this video of the piece we got.
Very nice piece.
Yep. We love create. And then, obviously we hit a few ducks on the ship. And then it was another gloomy day that day. I had to write this down because I wouldn't remember all this.
Was a gloomy day.
So, and then the first day, that was the first day we went to the buffet. What did you think of the buffet?
You know what? I'm not a big buffet guy. As we found out when we went to Golden Corral a couple days ago. Oh, God, I hate buffets.
Yeah, he doesn't like buffets. Just because of the slop and the mess. Yeah. People's hands going in the food. And
most buffets, are bland because I know they're serving for many people.
Mm-hmm.
But this buffet, it was good.
Yeah,
It was good.
and a huge selection.
Yes.
And they had the soft serve ice cream and they had the hard scoopable ice cream you could have got with the toppings. So it was nice, and a lot of dessert selections and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
it was good.
They did also have a Starbucks, a small version
Mm-hmm.
of the Starbucks, because there was 3 Starbucks on this ship. So, and the
And
cafe was one of them.
and that was an up cost.
Yes, it was an upcharge for that, but they didn't have the whole selection. That
Now, I can't remember.
The atrium deck had.
Was the up cost if we had the drink package? Was that included with Starbucks?
Yes, we got Starbucks with that. You didn't pay extra.
Okay,
for
that's what I'm
Starbucks.
trying to say. If we
Yes,
had,
if you have the drink package, not the soda package, but the
Right.
drink package.
it's included then.
Yeah,
Okay.
then it would be included. So the buffet. Yep. What did you think about? We are on the sugarcane mojito bar.
Oh yeah. So on the Joy, they have like a bourbon bar. They had a
Whiskey
mojito
bar, they had whiskey
right,
bar.
the whiskey bar, the bourbon. They also had a brewery, a brew house.
Yeah, which we're going to talk
we didn't
about. We're
get
going to
into
talk
that.
about, and I got it all in line here. What we're going to
Right, but they have some different areas. But Tanya and I know she likes mojitos. We stopped at this mojito bar.
Yeah, they had
Wow.
they did have a raspberry one, which was very, very good.
Right.
But my favorite was the coconut pineapple.
Yeah, I liked them all. I think all of them.
But you mostly were tending to get the classic.
Yeah, I thought the classic. You can't go wrong with a classic mojito.
Yep.
They made it really good. And yes, that was very, very delicious.
And you know what I liked is too, one time we were there, they brought out these corn nuts, but they weren't hard like the corn nuts you buy in a bag in the
Right.
store. They looked like they made them there, but they were
good.
good. They
Yeah,
were very good.
very good.
They just give you a small, like a tall glass of them. I could have had some more.
How about if you asked, they would give you more.
So then we had to go to an evening Park West event
Yeah.
that we were obligated to attend.
But then they talk about the masters artists that have been around for a long time and are famous.
Or that have passed.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
it does drag on.
Yeah, and you know what? They know their stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're really into the person whose art they're talking about, then yes, it can be interesting. But if you have no interest in that art and they're just going on and on about the ancestry and about this second cousin's first cousin, blah, 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 the whole history, it gets boring and very long.
And they're not cheap. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars.
For those pieces,
Right,
yeah.
per piece.
And it was too much. They needed to cut that a little shorter.
Yeah.
Because you're already there in the morning for 4 or 5 hours, then you got to come in the evening for another 4 hours or whatever. It's just too much.
Yeah.
It really was.
It was.
So if you're earning a free cruise through Park
Well,
West, just a little heads up.
Right. Yeah.
We still had a good time, but don't plan on.
It's going to take up a
really
lot of your
enjoy
time
it,
on
yep.
a cruise.
Yep. So, yeah, we ended up getting a few pieces of art, but nothing to that elaborate extent of cost, like those masters.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, so he already mentioned Park West paid for all our specialty dinners.
Yep. Had teppanyaki that night. the
Yeah,
second
we're going
night.
to talk about the teppanyaki right now. So let's talk about teppanyaki.
Okay. It was the best teppanyaki
Ugh.
of any cruise line. Any cruise line.
Okay.
You didn't like it?
Okay. So it would have been good
Yeah.
had they lightened up on the garlic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
But I think for entertainment, the quality of food, minus the garlic, because that's whatever, it was the best teppanyaki I ever had at sea.
And I want to mention their soup that they give everybody there. We found out it does have fish base in it. So I don't like fish, but if you have a fish allergy, you can ask for the vegetable base soup, and truthfully, it's better than the fish base soup. So just tell them you prefer the vegetable base soup if you want to try it.
And those chefs, they can sing.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
can sing.
I'll put a little bit in there. He was
Yeah.
really singing.
Yeah.
The one we had the first night was really
Yeah.
good. And then we met. That's the night we met.
Kim and Robert.
Yep, Kim and Robert.
Yeah.
So and we really
We hit it off.
we hit it off really good
Yeah.
with them, and I think we ended up having dinner every night with them.
Yeah,
after
they were
that.
our cruise buddies.
Yeah, and we're staying
Yeah.
in touch with them as well.
They're gonna
so
still be our
shout
cruise
out
buddies.
to you guys. Yeah,
They're still gonna be our cruise buddies.
Yep, and we need to come see you or have you come here or take another cruise together.
Yes, most definitely.
So, and I'm glad we're staying friends.
Yes. Then we go to see a show that night, Elements, or was that?
Yes. So
Okay.
then we went to see Elements, which was the theater production. They did not allow cameras in
No.
there, which was a little drawback to me because all the other cruise lines we've been on, they encourage you to film it.
Right.
They encourage you. I can understand why this one didn't because they literally, when they say Elements, they had wind, snow, you name it coming at you. And it was dark. So I can imagine the lighting from cameras, even if you turn, you're not going to get.
So what
very
did you
good
think of it?
It was long. I thought it was good,
Yeah.
but it was very long, very long. But the ladies that sat next to us, they were so cool before the show started, like trying to rush to get their drinks and stuff like that.
The
So,
older ladies?
yeah, shout
Yeah.
out to you guys. I didn't get your names, so
Yeah.
my apologies for that.
I thought it
But-
was really good.
Yeah, it was good, but just long.
Wasn't karaoke-ish.
No.
I mean, they put thought, and you could tell they practice. You can tell they rehearse.
A lot of stunts too. Like
Yeah,
different
that's what I'm
stunts in
saying.
that too.
Yeah,
So
it was a very good show.
Yeah.
So if you're on, if you're planning to take a Norwegian cruise and Elements is on your ship, see it. See
all
it.
right, and that was the end of day 2.
Right.
Day 3 was another sea day.
Yes.
We started the day again with a Park West event where we met Allison Leftcourt.
Yay!
Yay,
Allison.
hi,
Yay.
Allison. So we actually, I'll
Yeah,
let him talk,
okay.
but don't get into what the piece is because
No.
that's
I wanted to bid on the painting. I sent Tanya in the back to talk to her if she could paint this one picture what I really liked. So she comes back, she goes, and Tanya said, yeah, she can.
yeah. And then
And I was still,
I let him make the final decision.
yeah, because I was still 50-50. I want to talk to her. I want to get
You
to
took off to go to the restroom and you left me with the auctioneer. I forgot his name,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I said he's on the fence about it. If
Well,
you-
yeah, because
you
when I
got
came-
him if you just come and talk to him.
When I came
so.
back from the restroom, I stopped and talked to Allison. And I got a good feel of what she can do. And yeah, I bid on it. And now, should we give him a little peek what the picture is going to be, the painting? Let's give a little small little peek.
He's teasing you guys, but
Okay.
I'll post the picture on here.
Okay,
What
so-
he's talking about.
So
but
you tell
he's teasing you.
You tell me after you take a look at this picture what it's going to be. All right. Here's a big hint.
No, because there's one person out there, friends of ours that know, and I don't want them to comment. So the one person that does know already, please don't comment what it is.
No, but it's a hint. Take a look at this picture. Okay. So
Anyway, so yes, it was nice to meet Allison, and
Yes.
we did get to go to Starbucks and sit with her for like a little over an hour actually, and
Yeah.
talk with her about this.
yeah,
piece.
she came talk to us after
So-
the auction to discuss what we want, what we're looking for, what she can do, what she can't do. It's just, and she's just a fantastic person.
All right, let's get back onto the cruise.
Okay, ready?
So
Okay.
we were kind of walking around the ship, and they do have an observation lounge, which also had a Starbucks in it.
Yeah.
And again, that one did not have everything that the main one did on the sixth floor.
Right.
Sixth floor. So
Yes.
okay, and then we did go to the American Diner.
That observation lounge is very, very nice. If you want to get away, relax, read a book, it's a nice place to
Quiet.
be. Yes.
It's quiet. And they did have a piano in there. We didn't see
They
anyone
did.
playing, but I imagine the evening.
In the evening, yeah.
Maybe they have some soft
Yeah.
music playing or something.
Yeah.
But so then we did go to the American Diner.
Oh, great.
We had lunch there.
Great food.
The burgers were.
Yep.
I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it.
Uh-oh.
The burgers
Yeah.
were better than Guy's burgers.
What?
You kind of said the same when you tasted. You said they were actually better.
But I was not going to
Guys is good.
it.
Guys is good.
Yes.
Well, this is an honest review, right?
Yep.
So, Guys is good. No knock on Guys Burgers, but this does have them beat.
What about Johnny Rockets?
No, Johnny Rockets is way down there. Johnny
Okay.
Rockets on Royal Caribbean is not good. Not good. Their burgers are not good.
I liked it. It was okay.
So, and then that is included. The American
Yes.
Diner is included
Yep.
in your cruise. However, they do have shakes of different
Specialty
kinds,
shakes.
specialty shakes Those are not included. I believe they were $7 a
Next
shake.
time we're going to get one.
Yeah, they looked really cool. They had all
Yeah.
these. You could get different ones with different toppings and sprinkles and all these different things.
I got a fish sandwich.
Yep. The
And it was
first
good.
time. The
Yep.
second time, which we did on another day, you got the pulled pork.
And it was okay.
And I got the chicken salad. And I loved it. I loved all the meals I got there.
Yep.
And the carrot cake, you tried my carrot cake. You said it was awesome.
It was good.
Yeah,
It
I
was
thought it was
moist.
good.
I didn't like the frosting because it was too sweet, but it was moist.
Yeah. Another Park West event
Yep.
showcasing
That
Peter
evening.
Max.
Yep.
So I don't want to really get too much
Right.
more into that. We already have 3 of his pieces from a previous show.
Yep.
Then we went to the Texas Smokehouse.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, I thought it was okay, but their brisket, I would never recommend their brisket. It was extremely dry.
Yeah.
Extremely, extremely dry.
Me being I say a little above average smoker. I smoke a lot of food here in Michigan. I thought it was below average.
And this is where I'm going to give a thumbs up to Carnival. Their Pig and Anchor has the queue beat by miles.
Yeah.
Miles. So good on Pig and Anchor on
Yes.
Carnival.
I agree.
The queue,
I agree.
I would not go there again.
No,
The entertainment was great.
Sweet little lady, I'll get back to that bar.
entertainment was
The
great.
entertainment, the
band was
yes,
great.
the singers,
Yes.
they were great. The service was good.
Great.
The friends, we went with Robert and Kim.
Yep.
And
met some other people from
Yeah,
Park West
from our
there.
table.
Yep.
Yep. So
The queue was probably the least favorite specialty restaurant we went to.
Yep. So moving on because we have a lot to cover.
Yep. Day
so
4.
on day 4, we started the day with another Park West event that was showcasing
Michael Goddard.
Michael Goddard.
Yep.
And we love Michael Goddard. We have many of his pieces, many of his little figurines and paintings.
Yep.
He wasn't there, but he did send a video to us specifically for that cruise, which was really nice. I would have liked to see him, but it was very nice. We did meet him in person at another event.
Yeah. Great guy. Funny.
So let's jump to, we got off the ship that day and went to Caves and Waves excursion.
Bermuda.
Bermuda.
We finally made it to Bermuda. Was it 2 days? We were traveling out at Embarkation, then 2 full sea days to get to Bermuda. And this is the first time we've been to Bermuda.
And it's also the first time we've ever been on a ferry ride or a tender that big.
Oh, it's huge.
It was huge. And it was the longest ride.
It was about a 45 minute.
Yeah, to get from the dockyard to St. George's.
Right. We went to St. George because that's where we picked up the bus to go to Crystal Caverns.
Mm-hmm. No, Crystal Cave.
Crystal Cave. Okay.
Yep.
Crystal Cave.
That's Charlie in the background.
And that's Charlie.
All right.
Then we went to Crystal Caves. And while we were at Crystal Caves, we met.
Well, we met a group from Massachusetts. I did not get their names. They were on our bus. I want to shout out to them in case they're watching because they did get ducks from us as well. So shout out to the group from Massachusetts. Yep. We enjoyed chatting with you guys.
Yes.
So go ahead. You
that's when we met Greg and Gina. He was retired Army. And so me and Greg hit it off pretty good. And basically we enjoyed today, that day.
Well, there was another lady, and but it was Lisa.
Lisa.
She sat with us at lunch too. So
Yes.
a shout out to Lisa as well.
Yes, Lisa. And all 5 of us enjoyed the day. We went to the Crystal Cave. How'd you like the Crystal Cave?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. But if you aren't, and I got to try to figure out where I'm at. So there are 80 steps going down into the cave.
Yes.
Which was great going down.
Yes.
Just keep in mind, and 80 doesn't seem like a lot, but walking up those steps, everybody was huffing and puffing, and you needed to sit down.
If
when
you
got
have
up.
difficulty walking, you're going to have difficulty maneuvering this cave.
Yeah. Not once you're down, but getting down and getting back up.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stairs, and none of the stairs are like even steps. They're like...
it was beautiful.
Yes.
The cave was beautiful.
Yes, and I'll attach pictures, but you can also watch our video of Crystal Caves.
Then we went to a beach afterwards.
Yep. Yep.
It was a little too chilly, so all we did,
It wasn't one of my favorite beaches.
No.
It was nice to watch some planes.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Maho Beach now. This is
Right.
in Bermuda.
Bermuda.
But they did have some low-flying planes come in, a lighthouse you could take pictures of.
Oh, yeah, we stopped at the lighthouse, didn't
Yeah.
we?
No.
No.
It was across the water.
Oh, okay.
I took pictures of it.
So they had a nice little bar there, so
Oh,
we
I'm
had
sorry.
some
Yes, we
cocktails.
stopped at the lighthouse on the way to Crystal Cave,
Yes.
but it was a different lighthouse.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. So we stopped at the beach, and that was our last stop before we had to get back to the
Yeah,
ship. But
and-
we had some beers and
Well,
had a
they
good
had
time.
a little sandwich shop, and even though it was pricey, they were really fresh sandwiches. I got the chicken salad. I don't remember what you got. I don't remember what you got.
I don't remember what I had.
You had I think yeah, I don't know. I don't know what
I don't
John
know. I had food. Oh, I had a roast beef and cheese.
had. But the sandwich was very fresh.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, we did stop at the bar before we boarded back on the bus and
Yep.
got a pina colada and
Yeah,
a beer.
just chilled out, reflect on the day, enjoying company.
Yep.
So it was a good
Yep.
day.
And then on the way back, we did stop. They took us to this little area where they had these large sea turtles. I loved it. I love sea turtles anyway. But did you get off the boat or did you? Or
Yeah, we did.
Off the bus?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
couldn't remember if you got.
That
off
they had
with
like
me.
5 or 6
Yeah,
huge.
yeah,
huge,
beautiful, beautiful.
Huge. I think,
So-
and that night, didn't we just go to the main dining room? We didn't do specialty dining that night, did we? I can't remember.
Yeah, that might have been the night we did go. Well, either way, so the main dining, which was the Manhattan dining room we went
Right.
to, because they also had taste
Yep.
and savor, which was so those were the 3 main dining rooms.
So let's explain about Norwegian.
Okay.
So Norwegian is not traditional like the other cruise lines where you got to pick your dining time and you got to go to this restaurant.
Or this dining hall, yeah.
Dining hall, restaurant, dining hall. Yeah, dining hall. Norwegian gives you the choice wherever
Of
you want to
3.
go. Yep, 3.
Different. Yep, there was
Whatever.
taste, savor, and Manhattan room.
Yep, wherever you want to go, what time you want to go, come on in.
But let me tell you, it was just the view and the ambiance that was the change because the menu was the same in every dining room.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it didn't matter. The food was going to be the same no matter where you ate. It was just different views. The dining room was set up differently.
So,
But
how did you like the MDR on NCL? Main dining
he
room
calls
on
it MDR. Just,
MDR, main
I call it
dining
the
room.
dining hall.
Main
Okay.
dining room. How did you
It was
like it?
beautiful.
The food.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was
no
very
complaints. Again, step above Carnival.
And a step above Royal too. Royal was average too. Main dining room.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Royal was good, but so day 5, we got off the ship at 8 a.m. We did for the 4-hour bus tour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
of
we did a tour.
Bermuda.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, he knew his stuff.
Yes. Well, he
Definitely
lived there
was.
his whole life, didn't he? The guide.
Yeah.
Who took us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he was a native of Bermuda, and he's excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
And then-
that took up most of the day.
It did rain a little bit, so he did stop for us to kind of walk around the shops prior to coming back on the tender to get back.
Mm-hmm.
And it did start to rain, so we kind of cut that a little short. We did a
Right.
little bit of shopping, picked up a couple items. I would have to say, just out of the shops we went into, I wasn't impressed by the selection of stuff to buy, but we did not go into every store.
Right.
So based on just what we went into, and I
So
don't- yeah.
here's the thing about Bermuda. It's not maybe at the docks, but like at St. George and what was that other big town? I can't remember, but we went to. It's not touristy. I mean, it's a regular town you're going to. And here's the thing too. They don't
a lot
have
of good photo ops, but yeah.
right. They don't have fast food there except for one KFC because the government deemed
that's what they
fast
told us.
food is not healthy for you.
Yeah, so KFC is the only
Right.
fast
They-
food you can get in Bermuda, and you can't. I didn't see a KFC, so it
I
has to be
don't know where it
somewhere
is.
we didn't travel.
Right. They used to have a McDonald's on the naval base and Air Force base, but when they closed up in '95, McDonald's went bye-bye too.
Yep.
So
All right, back to our cruise.
Yep.
so yes, that was very good, and then that line to get back on the Tinder was extremely long.
it was.
We waited and waited and waited, but let me tell you, that Tinder held a lot of people.
It did.
Because when we thought it was going to be full, people just kept coming on.
I think I took a nap too.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a ride. So you could tell people they weren't as friendly coming back than they were going because I
Right.
think they were all tired,
Yeah.
hot, wet from the rain. Everybody was
Hangry.
just
They were hangry.
hangry.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got back, and John and I talked, and we decided to book a last-minute excursion
Right.
for a late night sail into the Bermuda Triangle.
Ooh.
And it was dark.
It was.
Not when you first left the ship area, but as
But
you got
you
further.
were nervous.
I was a little nervous because of all the stuff you hear about the Bermuda Triangle, but really it was,
And you laugh at me about Bigfoot.
yeah. Anyway, so, but it wasn't bad. It was definitely something I would recommend doing.
Yeah. It was fun.
I did just recently put the video out on that. It's not a lot of talking in the video. I did a lot of voiceover because with the wind and the guy that was speaking spoke so soft, it didn't pick up a lot of that. But the most exciting thing that night was seeing that large lobster too.
Oh, he was 15 pounds. I mean, I swear, he was this big.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, gallon of butter, 20 feet deep. Johnny, you can dive down and get
I
it.
don't like seafood, so
But we didn't know that Kim and Robert was on the excursion.
so they were on
Yeah.
with us, which was
So
great.
that was
Yeah,
cool.
we heard this little voice,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
and then that boat did rock a lot. So
It did.
And everybody that was trying to stand up or walk, we had a hard time because it was a double layer boat. So you started up at the top, and then to go see the glass bottom, you had to
It's on
walk
the bottom,
down the
of
ladder
course.
to the bottom.
Yeah.
So everybody was hanging on tight.
Yeah, you needed your sea legs for that
yeah,
one.
yeah. And then getting off, you kind of felt it
But,
for a little bit.
but I do recommend
I would do it again. Yep, yep. And then if
Definitely.
you watch our video, it was kind of exciting because even as we were leaving, there was
a big fire.
There was a big fire.
Huge.
And a lot of excitement. So watch
Yeah.
that video.
So that just puts you in the mood. Okay, we're leaving the ship, going to a dark Bermuda Triangle.
And you see
now
the
we see a
fire.
bunch of sirens and fires.
Fire, yep.
Yeah.
So that was it for that. And then so that Bermuda Triangle trip, we left at 10.
Mm-hmm.
When we came back, we went to the local.
Oh, the local.
We went to
Yes.
the local bar.
Yes.
With Kim and Robert.
Yeah.
It was late, but
Yeah.
we all got off the elevator and instead of walking to our rooms,
And we had a
we all
sandwich.
said, "Let's go grab
Yeah.
a bite."
Got a beer and sandwich.
I had a Reuben.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
As far as the pretzels and beer cheese, no.
No.
Don't get it. The cheese was like water.
Yeah.
It literally was like dipping, and the pretzels were extremely dry, barely any salt, just no flavor.
Well,
So-
yeah, we were up late that night.
But you liked their chicken wings the first day we got on the boat.
The chicken wings were good. Yes.
So-
Chicken wings are good.
Yeah, we were up really late, so
Yeah. It was well after 12:30, 1 o'clock, that's for
yeah,
sure.
I wrote 1:30 because
Yeah.
I took notes on the days of the cruise, so I wouldn't
Yep.
forget all this.
You know
stuff.
what? They're right here.
Yeah, but
Then,
so day 6 was the first day we slept till 8:30.
yeah.
Actually, I slept till 8:30. John didn't get up till 9.
No, I you know what? I was tired.
Yeah,
I
and
was
then
tired.
we did our ship tour, which
Yep.
you'll be able to see that. That's already posted.
Yep.
Of the Norwegian Joy.
We stayed on the ship that day, didn't we? We didn't get off the ship.
Yeah, we decided to film. We did a little more filming of
Right.
different
Because
areas.
we're gonna they're gonna pull lines up at 3 p.m. anyways. So it's like, you know what? We did everything what we wanted to do on this trip to Bermuda, so we're just gonna stay on the ship.
Yeah, when we walked into to film a little bit of the Tapanaki, because I think we were adding parts of
Oh
what
yeah,
we
this
filmed.
is
So
great.
3
Yeah.
of the crew members that worked at, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Tapanaki?
Tapanaki.
Okay.
Yeah.
They saw the bag I was carrying, which had my duck on it. So they asked if we were hiding them, and I said, "Would you guys like one?" And they all got so excited.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
I did share them in one of our
That
videos.
was
so.
awesome.
Yeah, they were great. Such sweethearts. Shout out to you guys. And when you said your names, there was no way I could write them down. I wouldn't even know how to spell them. But shout out to you guys. You were all sweethearts. And then we did go down to Starbucks to get a coffee. And then while you were getting your coffee, I chatted with a guy named Mike. And I
Mike.
want to shout out to Mike. And then they're from Northern Maine. His wife wasn't there. Her name was Carolyn. So shout out to Mike and Carolyn. Just wanted to shout out because I know I gave him a duck too. He saw the ducks and asked what they were about. So we had a little conversation about that. And then the pool deck on
Yeah.
deck 16.
What did you think?
So,
Lido.
okay. It was very nice.
Yeah.
The pools were a good size.
Yeah.
But it was very odd the way they had one big pool in this corner and one big pool here with the kids area. It kind of split up the deck where I don't know if they could have a really good, how Carnival does, the sail away parties.
Well, that's why they have the main swimming pool off to the one side. not in the middle, so they can have all
Yeah,
that deck.
it was very nice.
It was
though.
different.
Set up. Yeah, the splash area was
Yeah.
very nice. They did have the hot tub on that deck as well. So yeah, and it seemed to always be crowded.
Here you go, Charlie. Okay. Sorry. Charlie.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it's different than any other cruise ship. I've never seen a cruise ship where if you're looking at from the back to the front, the swimming pool is all the way over to the right.
There's 2 pools.
Right, I'm talking about the main one by the screen. Was that the one you're talking about? That was all the way to the right?
I didn't know because they both looked the same size to me.
Okay.
So I don't know what the main one was.
Well,
But
one of
the
them.
chairs were like this, like sideways instead of facing the screen. So you'd all have to turn your head to watch the screen.
At least one of them was all the way over to the
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Okay. And then we did have another Park West event around 4.
Yep.
And we met the artist Leslie Liu
Yep.
and Victor Shaveco.
Victor was awesome.
Yes, Victor was awesome.
Yeah.
Leslie was a sweetheart.
Yep.
We just didn't care for her art.
All right. It was different.
It was different, and let's just leave it at that. We didn't really care for her art. But Victor, his art was great. It just wasn't for the theme of
What we have.
what the space we had available.
Should we say what we got or no? I got my Ashton Howard. He's one of my favorite artists. So we got an Ashton Howard.
So yeah, we did get another Ashton Howard, and then yeah. So with Victor, he did a lot of different art, but like buildings and homes and different things from his imagination. Like some of them weren't real places, but he also did a lot of sailboat pictures. What I thought was neat is, I don't know what they call it, but he did some sailboats where he left a plaque on the ship
And you can name
where
the
you could put
name,
like
right.
your anniversary date or anything you wanted to, or name the boat, and he would paint that on
Look
for
who
you.
I have.
Oh, he's got little Charlie.
Yep.
Hi, little sidekick Char. Anyway, so Park West that night sent us to the Italian restaurant La Cucina. Sorry, I don't know
Yes.
if I'm saying that right.
What'd you think of it?
It was very good, and
Yes.
again we went with
Robert
Kim
and
and
Kim.
Robert.
Yep.
But it was very good.
Yes.
I had the lasagna,
Yep.
very very thick. I don't think I could finish it, but
That
it was
was.
very good.
I had what? Can't remember if I had the linguine or if I had
You
my
had something I thought was seafood.
the linguine. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. I changed my mind at the last minute because I was going to get my favorite chicken parm,
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
but at the last minute I changed.
So yes,
Yes.
highly recommend going there. Good
It's
restaurant.
very good.
Day 7 was our last full day on the cruise.
Yeah.
Again, Park West, but that event ran from morning all the way till 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Yeah.
we wanted to enjoy our last day. I just wish these events for Park West would cut the times down a little bit, or just have us come for 3-4 hours once, either in the morning or whatever, and let us have all of our evenings free. They did let us have the sea days free.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Except the last day.
Yeah, yeah.
The last day in Bermuda, we had to be at an event around 5 or 4 o'clock. I
yeah.
forgot.
And then we did go to the American Diner again. You did have the Greek salad and the pork sliders.
That was
what I
good.
wrote. Yep.
That was good.
So we did buy the photo package, which
Yeah.
was like 10 photos, or
8.
It was like 8 photos, and
Yep.
then 2 photos were supposed to be of when you walk in onto the boat and they take photos. But with Park West not allowing us to do that, they let us pick 2 different photos.
Yeah.
But there was a big mess with that too, because the lady, every time I showed her a picture I wanted, she accidentally deleted it. So
Yeah.
I end up with like 6 of the pictures I didn't even really want, but they're still nice pictures, so I'm happy with that. But just be careful. Hang on to those pictures you want. Then that night we went to the Republic with Kim and Robert.
Kim and Robert.
Yep.
I loved it.
Yes, I loved the Republic.
I didn't
Wasn't
think you
sure-
would.
I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but they
Yeah.
did have stuff that was non-seafood.
Yeah.
They had a lot of sushi
I-
stuff, and
I was surprised that
the
you liked
taste
it.
was very good.
Yeah, it was very good food. Yeah, I didn't think you'd like it,
Yeah,
but you
it was
did.
good.
Wow,
Very good.
That's
So,
good.
Let's jump to Debarkation.
Okay.
We decided to take our own luggage off, which I liked doing that because we did have a lot, but I liked doing that.
Before we get into Debarkation, let me ask you this. Because now we're done with the ship, we're getting out. Would you do another Park West cruise? I know my answer.
You know, there's been some Park West people like on the Celebrity, when we were on the Celebrity Reflection, I loved that group. I think I could have done one with them. But this group that we were with, I didn't feel like we clicked. There wasn't a vibe with them. It was too much of what we weren't interested in. Where the one when we went on Celebrity Reflection, it wasn't a free cruise. Well, actually, it was a
was a
cruise.
free cruise.
It was, but it wasn't from buying art. It was one
Right.
we got a golden ticket for.
Right.
But they were. I enjoyed that better. We didn't feel pressured. I just enjoyed that better. So
My answer is no. I think we lost a lot of time what we could spend on a ship exploring
yeah,
the
I
ship.
think with Park West things we're pretty much done. But if we
Yeah.
did one, the land events are nice. But I would like to do one that's not in Southfield or Birmingham or whatever.
Right.
I'd like to
Yeah, I
experience just
definitely.
a land event.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go
Anyway,
ahead.
Yeah, because again, speaking of like the land events, Jason, great from Park West. That
That's
group
awesome.
also they made it fun.
Yeah.
They made it fun. Where this group it just wasn't. They didn't make it fun.
Right.
Anyway, a couple of the artists did, but
Right.
Anyway, so we're gonna just briefly touch over these real quick. The Social Comedy Club. That's where most of the art events were held, other than in the Manhattan Room, and that's where the comedy club was.
Right.
We tried to go in one night for comedy.
We had to stand up.
He didn't really catch our interest. It had nothing to do with standing because if it was
Right.
if it
He
was
was
a good
average.
comedian,
Yeah.
I would have stayed. But we just kind of
He was average.
We did a 180 and walked out.
Yeah.
The Cavern Club. Take a ride down memory lane
Yeah.
if you like the Beatles.
Yes, that's what they do. It's a Beatle tribute
The
bar.
setup, the
Yep.
tables, the chairs, the stage,
Yep.
it all was Beatle
Yep.
memorabilia, and that
Awesome.
was great.
Awesome.
The Humidor Lounge, we don't smoke, neither one of us, but we did walk in there when we filmed.
Yep.
I couldn't stand being in there, but if you are a cigar smoker or you do like a whiskey and want to go sit in there with your
Yep.
drink, whatever, there is one. You have to get to it from outside.
Yep.
You can't. There's no way to enter it from inside. The Vibe Beach Club, we did walk up there. We could not get in, so I did add pictures to our tour video of
Yep.
that. But you do pay extra for that,
Yes.
and no kids allowed.
Right.
They do offer. I want to say this. They offer a behind-the-scenes tour on this cruise where you can see the bridge area, the engine control room, and more. No cameras. Again, no cameras allowed. Spice H2O. We never made it to the parties they had there, but they did have like the glow night, the 70s night, the 80s night.
We were
They
so
did have
wrapped up
those,
with-
but we got so
Yeah.
wrapped up we didn't go. But that's where they took place. This had 2 large hot tubs, a large movie screen here as well, plenty of loungers, tables, and chairs, and a bar.
Yeah.
And a great view if you wanted to sit there during the day. So great view. Waves Pool Bar, that was the bar by the pool. Great place to stop if you want to grab a drink.
Yep. We had a
while
couple
you're in the
drinks
pool.
there. Yeah.
Yep. The Mandera Spa, they do have things you can get done in there and just be
Yeah.
pampered.
We never got a spa
facials,
yet.
acupuncture, hot stone massages.
Yeah.
Yep, they offered that kind of
One of
stuff.
these days you might do a couple massage.
Yep, the Mix Bar, I don't know if I already touched on that, but that's right between Savor and Taste dining rooms, and that's a great place to grab your dinner drink.
Is that the
and
one that was
you
in the
can
middle?
take your drinks into the dining room.
That was the one in the
Yep,
middle. Oh, they make great martinis.
Yep, so
Yes.
that's where he got his martinis. Then the Skyline Bar, that was in the casino, so great place to grab your drinks while you're
Yep.
playing on the
Good Bloody
machines.
Marys.
Yep, and I want to mention, I never tried a Bloody Mary on there,
That's good.
but I wanted to mention, I'm trying to speed this up a little bit, the Norwegian Joy, I thought it was a plus that they had the smoke room enclosed.
Yes.
Because not once while we were on the machines, and we only play a little bit, did we smell any smoke at
No.
all. So
No.
they do have an enclosed area that you can
For
get
smokers.
in.
Yes.
They have a Haven and Horizon Lounge. That's for the Haven cabins only.
Yep.
Malting's Whiskey Bar on deck 6, right next to the Social Club. Again,
Got some
nice
top
bar.
shelf
Yep,
whiskeys there.
and
It's
stuff.
good.
The A-list bar, I believe that was the one by the steakhouse, right in as you're going towards the steakhouse.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you can grab a drink on your way. Like I said, you are allowed to bring drinks into the restaurants. Cellar's Wine Bar for you wine lovers on deck 8. Many wines to choose from.
Yep.
They do offer for an upcharge, the wine and cheese pairing or sampling, which you have to pay extra for, and the wine and chocolate, which I thought was kind of neat. We didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know about wine.
I didn't do it, but they had
Yeah.
it. And I saw many people there doing it.
Yeah.
the district.
I wanted to
brew
do
house.
that. Yeah.
So that's on deck 8. They had
Yeah.
50 different bottled beers.
Yes.
And 24 different beers on draft.
Yeah.
And live music. So
I definitely want. We didn't have time
Great
because
hangouts.
we got wrapped up with the art auction. I definitely next time we go on Norwegian, which we will, we're gonna go there.
Yep, and we've already touched on the Q, the Smokehouse.
Yep.
Like I said, great music. So if you want to go there, it is a bit loud in there though. So if you don't
It
like
is loud,
that,
yes.
Then Ocean Blue, we didn't go there, but that is the seafood restaurant on
Right.
deck 8.
Right.
Then they had Haven Restaurant, which was private.
One thing about Ocean Blue,
Yep.
reserve it quick because it does.
It fills
fill
up.
Yeah.
Yep. So the Haven Restaurant, that's private for Haven guests. La Bistro, which we did not go to either.
No.
Deck 8, that was the French restaurant.
That was right across from the Italian. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then Joy Speedway Racetrack.
Yep.
We did walk up and see it. We did not go on it. The weather was kind of iffy the whole trip, but then it got really hot.
Right.
So with being that hot, nobody wants to sit on that anyway. But those are electric cars, not gas run cars. They are
Yep.
$15 per ride, which includes 10 laps, and then or $199 for the entire cruise week.
Yeah, I don't think I would do that.
Yeah, because if your weather's bad and you're paying $199,
Yeah.
and if the weather's bad, they close the track. So
Right.
you're out that money. But use your discretion at that. If you are looking up and the weather looks good, go for it. If you like to ride around on the carts all day.
Yep. Do it.
We already talked enough about Park West Art Gallery.
Yep,
The
yep.
mini golf area, I didn't think that was that great. It's
was a little cheesy.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
nothing really to look at up there. Just some green if you want to just putt the ball a
Yeah.
little bit. But nothing, no figures, no statues to look at, nothing like that.
Average.
Yep. They do have a Pulse Fitness Center for
Yep.
working out. They have the
Yep.
arcade, which was pretty big.
Yeah. Now the arcade that was good.
And
I
they
think
did
they
have
had
prize
the
machines
they had
as well.
virtual reality.
And
virtual,
and different
goggles.
prize machines
Yep.
and different things. So we already talked about the shops. So for kids, I want to talk about also for kids. We already talked about the arcade,
Mm-hmm.
but let's talk about they have the Entourage Teen Center, which is for teens age 13 to 17. Great fun hangout for them. They can make friends and play games
Mm-hmm.
and different things in that area. They have the Aqua Park, located by the main pool. Features a splash zone, large tipping bucket of water. Children must be potty trained to play in this area. I almost said you must be potty trained, but I hope you're potty trained.
I'm potty
But
trained.
yes, so this is children must be potty trained to go on that.
Are you potty trained?
Water slides. 2 water slides located on deck 17, including the Aqua Racer, which was a looping slide where you can take the inner tube, one or two people. Yep. So, and they have that. And then Splash Academy, which is an indoor area offering creative play and sports, as well as themed activities and parties. This program was divided into 3 sections. The Turtles is age 3 to 5, Seals ages 6 to 9, and the Dolphins for ages 10 to 12.
Yep.
So obviously we don't have little kids, but I am giving you this information.
What's that? Guppies.
Guppies is an
Yeah.
open play, a space for infants, babies, toddlers, and
Infants?
children that are in diapers, but it's intended for parents to stay. So parents go, take your
okay.
kids, stay there, and
I gotcha.
interact with your children.
I gotcha.
Something to take your
Okay.
kids to do.
Okay.
Late Night Fun Zone is a drop-off service for children ages 3 to 12.
It's
It
like
is-
babysitting?
Yep, it is run by the Splash Academy youth staff.
Uh-huh.
Open nightly from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. for parents that maybe want to go grab a late show,
Yeah.
go grab a drink.
Right.
The cost at the time we filmed for this, because this is not free, it was $6 per child per hour,
That is cheap.
and additional $4 per hour for their siblings.
So if there's 2 kids, they get a break instead of paying 12, they get paid 10.
Yeah, it's a little
which
less.
is cheap.
Yep. But
Which
it's
is
only for a
cheap.
couple hours that they're open.
Right.
So whatever you're going to do, make it,
Now that was
worth your
our
while
very,
for that amount of time.
that was our very first NCL.
Yeah, that was our first Norwegian cruise.
I definitely want to go on
Yes,
another one.
yeah. I want to go when we can actually enjoy it.
Yes.
Because again, we're sorry if we missed anything. We tried to cover everything, but Park West just sucked up our time.
It did. It did.
So, but we met some great people.
Yes.
Great people.
Right. That's one good thing about this cruise. We wouldn't have met these people if we didn't do the Park West. So good things come out of stuff. We met some great friends.
And a bonus too, because I did want to add this, and I know I didn't write it, but I remember and I want to add it. So I had the duck magnets on the door, and someone did take one of the magnets that was a given magnet for them to take with the tag. And I thought it was the sweetest thing, because when I got back to the room, there was a whole bag of ducks, mini little ducks.
That was awesome.
And it was awesome, because she's like, you can use these, take these. She left me a little letter. I just thought that was the sweetest thing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thank you to whoever did that. Thank you so much. And hope you get to view our channel.
I really, really, really enjoyed my time on Norwegian. I can't wait to book another one. We're pretty much booked up to middle of 2026, and if we do what we said, we're going to go to Hawaii, we're going to have to wait to 2027 to do a Norwegian.
Yep.
But
love Norwegian, but my favorite is still Royal. But I love any cruise, but I'm saying my favorite still would be Royal.
Of course.
So.
All right. So on this note,
Sidekick Charlie fell asleep, so we're gonna end it on this.
Yep. On that note, hope you enjoyed the review. Love you all, and see you on the next video side. And Charlie says, "I'm awake now, Mom."
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye now.